Oh, happy Saturday, everybody. It is just such a beautiful day out. It could be a little warmer, but I'm not complaining, man. It's springtime. It's good. We're gonna get started right here at the bench. We got to attack this scrap metal with no mercy, man. We got a pile right out the door from the last 2 dives that I want to get this under control and get back to the point to where we were just to that big machine right there. That's a tall order. That's what we need to do. We're doing it. Starting with this thing. I got to get my most important item out of the way. It's my coffee. Don't want to lose my coffee. Don't want to lose the coffee. So we got this thing. Phillips bit will open that up. What are we going to reveal? Wow. Look at this, guys. That's a high grade board right there. Oop, got one more screw. But look at that. That is crazy looking. It's got a Motorola symbol on there. But yeah, definitely a high grade board, right? The only thing I could see I could really do was just pop this battery off. Try to anyway. Needle nose. Something to grab it with. Wow, that one's on there, man. Okay. How about a little bit of this action? There. Oh, and there's another battery right here. That's a beautiful board. Let's jam it down in there with the other ones. We got to pull a garbage bag over here. And we got this doohickey. Big cast aluminum heat sink on the back. We can pop this stuff off probably. Okay. Another good looking board. It's small, but that's not bad. It's good scrap. Here's a mid-grade, maybe even a low grade. Something else is holding it down. Don't know what it could be. Let's see if Mr. Hatchet can help out with that. Okay, I see what the holdup is. Right here. Okay. That should be able to pop off of there, but it's not cooperating. Something else be holding that. That's a power module on the bottom of this. Not anymore. There's a board. This is basically a clean heat sink, but this is cast aluminum though. So we throw that right in cast. That's what it is. Ding. Okay. We got this fan motor. It's cast aluminum. I usually take a backside of a hatchet and I smack here, there, and there, and I get an electric motor and a cast aluminum piece out of it. Boom. Electric motor. Cast aluminum. Okay, let's open this up. There's the piece of copper. It's like a little copper coil inside those. Smash it up a bit more. Number 2 copper right there. A lot of this is tin shred. There is some copper chunks here for sure. I could probably bust that up a little. These tend to break easily, so copper. Clean enough for number 2. Plastic. There's a little bit of contacts here. It's like coppery breakage stuff. They pop out actually pretty easily. Oh, these are the pieces with the silver contacts on it. I see. Okay, I got a spot for these. And put them right here for now. Okay. But I can't overthink it, man. We can't get overrun by scrap. We gotta get through this stuff. I don't have time to recover little tiny things like that. If it's not in a category here, then I don't really. I don't. Ooh-wee. It is a nice, decent little chunk of copper. These were the ends off of that transformer piece. We'll just do that. Pull those off. Yep. Cut a little zip tie off there. Okay. Cut these little nuts off the bottom side of it. Okay. Machine wire. All right. Clean these up a little bit more. Test to see if that's even copper, that piece there. Probably isn't. Oh yeah, it is. It is. Okay. Number 2 copper on those. We got, well, that's a piece of steel. This is number 2. You got a good stuff pile ready of number 2 right here from that that controller box. Yeah. Number 2 copper. Number 2 chunks. Throw them right in there. Beauty. Perfect. Got this doohickey. Piece of brass on the end of that. That's nice. See if that part's brass. Okay, all that's brass. This is stainless for some reason. Okay, cast aluminum, stainless steel, brass. Power modules next. A couple more of these bad boys. Is that brass? What the heck is that? Cast aluminum. Number 2. More number 2. Stainless steel. And that can go right in there. Copper breakage. Copper breakage. Okay. Power modules next. Thank you, Siren. That works. Just gotta break that plastic up a little bit. Then this stuff will pull clean. I'm gonna do that to all of them. That one's weird. Power modules. Okay, pull this stuff apart, right? Get the plastic off there. This has got the silicone goopy goop. So we're gonna do a quick clean on those. Get all this plastic off of there. Okay, number 2 coppers. Usually they're pretty free. There. Clean them up. These can be a sticky mess, but this is my way around it. I grab my drill bit, grab the biggest drill bit that you can find, and then you're going to come over here and you're going to rip the silicone right off of these with this, like this. Clean copper, number 2 copper. There's your goodies on the end, right? So just do that, replicate that for every single one of them. Clean. 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 Oh, pull the little number 2 pieces off of there. Okay. Clean. There's all your number 2 chunkies. A few pounds right there, really. And some more right here. That little bit didn't weigh much, but this copper breakage. So that's how I clean those. I use a drill bit because it works the best. and I'm glad to show it to you guys. That's one thing I've been noticing, is I've been getting a lot of newer viewers lately, and I appreciate y'all tuning in. And I'm happy that you found my channel, Merchant Metals. In this channel, we source all of our scrap metal 100% from dumpster diving, stuff that would have ended up in landfills. It gets sent right here to this workbench, processed and sold as scrap metal. For my good deeds, these are aluminum transformers. Anyways, somebody else called these in the comments. He said that this isn't a transformer, that it's called a choke or something. My whole life I've always called those transformers, even if they are aluminum or copper. And, you know, the correct terminology for them, choke, I guess, if I read it right. Anyway, all right, got an awesome piece of aluminum right here. This is done in process, so we're just going to get it out of the way and toss it down here. We want to get these boxes up here next. Whoa! We want to strip these boxes clean. Make sure there's nothing good in there we don't want to miss out on. These have all sorts of crazy little bits on there, for sure. I gotta find the bits. Okay. What do we got? We need a Phillips bit. We need a Phillips bit. Right there. I gotta make sure these tiny bits go back in the right places, man, or else I'll forget to put them back, and then the next thing you know, I'm starving for the bits that I need when I come across these panels like this. The most valuable thing I see in here is this main board right here. I'm sure I can get high grade for it. I'm almost sure, anyways. But nonetheless, I got one category for boards, and it's right here. And it all goes in there, and then when that fills up, there's baskets out back that I fill them into. For when I eventually make a run to a board sort, or there's a place out in Pontiac that does this recycling. They don't pay as good, but yeah, it is what it is. Some wires there. Okay. Got one more hiding somewhere, I think. Maybe. Yep, right there. There it goes. Nice board. Next up, what's this thing? There's some goodies in there, that's for sure. Might be able to smack it a few times. Oh, it just fell apart. Okay, that's good. Okay. Gotcha. It's another good board. There's some good boards in these boxes. Oops. Keep moving. Okay, we need a star bit. Probably that little guy. Okay, that's a low-grade board if I've ever seen one. The only thing I think I might take is that heat sink off of there. I think. Yeah. Get down in there with that. Give her one of these. Bada bing. Got a mid-grade, low-grade. Definitely a low-grade. On the bottom of that, we have a power module on this heatsink. Now it's off of there. That's just copper breakage. It's fine. I can throw that right into extruded if I want. Okay. Got to get into this. Looks like there's something good in there. It should be free. Why don't you want to come out of there? All right. Ooh. Meh, breakage. Ah, that's a decent looking board as well. That's awesome. There's some goodies on there. Okay. Breakage. Man, we're just getting through them, aren't we? This was the one that got smashed, if y'all remember that. This is the one that the big controller panel fell on when I threw it out of the dumpster. Okay, power module on there. Let's get that off of there. Bada boom. Number 2 copper. Okay. We got an aluminum heat sink down in here. Some garbage. Got it. Fine. Don't overthink it. Get it done. One more box, and then we can get on to the plumbing stuff we got right there. What's this one doing? How do you come apart? Okay. Easy enough. I love when they're just Phillips bits. And they're like, yeah, we'll make it easy for you. Unlike some controller panel boxes require 8 to 10 different bits to actually get into it. Not even worth it. It's tin shred. Okay. A couple of little boards came out of it, and that's it. Got a couple pieces here of copper. Oh, trying to get away from me. Breakage. Just gonna go right there for now. Yeah, if I don't get this stuff done, I'm not going out tonight. I'll be backlogged so hard that it won't even make sense to go get more, you know? Right now I'm kind of fighting for a specific spot out there because somebody else has been in my spots. And I want to make sure I'm there. Beautiful brass chunks. I'm pretty sure that's brass. Oh, I got a massive chunk of iron. I'm just gonna put it right here. There's that yogurt covered brass chunk. Oh yeah. But sometimes, guys, this is the reality of scrapping, right? Right. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, butthole. I got scrap avalanching over there. Ooh. Brass. Everything's brass, but that chunk of steel and that chunk of steel. I'm gonna set it to the side. Keep moving. Process of elimination. Get it eliminated. Number 1 copper right here. MLC. More MLC. This is breakage. Then we got a piece of brass right there. ABX wire. White wire. Okay. I'm going to check to see what this is. This might be brass. It might be cast aluminum. It's cast aluminum. Channel locks. Something to grab with would be nice. Those are brass. We're separating the cast aluminum from the brass right now. Sometimes instead of twisting those apart, I smack them with a hatchet. Sometimes that is the quickest way to pop that off. Brass. And then looks like we got two more actually. You can go about this two ways. You can break that pipe wrench back out and try to get them. See if that works. If it doesn't, I grab the grinder and I cut that last piece. There's two little nuts on each side of here. Sometimes they can be an absolute bugger to get free. See, and that's what I'm talking about. So we're going to yeah, well, that cast aluminum just cracked right there. Could just break it off. That's another option. Do that on this other side right here. Sometimes I'll take the grinder and I'll cut that little ring nut washer off of there, but in this case we didn't have to. Chunk of brass, chunk of brass, chunk of brass, and then a piece of number 2 copper. Number 2 copper. Cast aluminum. Repeat, continue, brass. This is all brass right here. Usually they are. Oh yeah. All brass. That's the one thing I do, is to try to remain as profitable as possible by moving fast and getting this stuff done. So yeah, my methods might be a little different, but there's reasons behind it. Like being overwhelmed by a big pile over there. That's my reason. If I can't maintain the pile, I can't go get more. And I think that's just as worse, honestly, this breakage. Brass, brass, brass. Number 1 copper, brass, brass. You guys got a short video yesterday. I had to do it because I definitely have to get to the concrete jungle earlier now. Like one of my members said, now you're gonna have to get out there really early, because now he knows that he knows that I know that we're aware of each other, basically. at that one spot for scrap metal. So I got to get there first. And I also want to get some more mushroom hunting in today. I hope you guys enjoyed the ending of that video. I really do appreciate you if you watch it all the way through. It's only a 22-minute video. Usually when I post an hour video, guys, this is light wire. It's a 220 cord. But usually when I post an hour-long video, you guys will watch about a half hour of it. I'm very happy for that. But then as soon as I go and post a 20-minute video, you guys only watch like 10 minutes of it. I don't understand what's going on there in the analytics, but they just I don't know. YouTube's telling me that you guys only watch about half of the content that I do put out. So really, I'm trying to make that easier for you guys to be able to watch the whole video all the way through. And if that's what it takes is for me to create shorter videos, I thought that was going to be the good option. There's a lot of ends on this thing, but yeah, I post a shorter video, you guys watch the same amount, just like 10 minutes of a 20-minute video. But if I connector ends, there, they weren't gold connector ends, but you guys understand what I'm talking about, I think. But I am curious as to why it does that. This is aluminum wire right here. There's a piece of brass right there. Another piece of brass. Breakage. Brass. Steel. Brass. Steel. Machine wire. Brass. Number one, rip this schmutz off of this copper. That's pretty darn dirty, nasty looking stuff. It's tar covered. It's number 2 copper. Goes there. That's number, I would say number 1 copper. There's no solder on it. It does look old. It's tarnished. It's got some green on there. I would consider it number 1 because it is clean. Just looks dirty. Machine wires. Light wire. I know a lot of yous are getting excited for the granulator videos that are coming up. One thing I have to do is I got to upgrade parts on my machine, like getting a new set of blades and a couple of different size screens. What is this? Oh, there's 2 pieces of copper on that. Copper breakage. Not worth it. You got to tell yourself that more often. I'm talking to myself, kinda. Romex steel. Check to see if this is brass. It's all brass. Oh yeah. Bring it in here and break the glass out of it. And if you're feeling frisky, take this stuff apart. Sometimes it's not worth taking that apart. I don't feel so frisky right now. So, that's brass enough for me. Pull that out. Sure. That's all brass. Brass enough. This is also brass, but there is a lot of schmutzel in there. We can try to smack it out of there with a hatchet. That worked. We can get the guts out of it, I'll be happy. enough. MLC. Got that machine wire right here. I'm trying to open it up. There. Yeah, tin shred. Number 9, aluminum. That bag's full. Get in there. Aluminum. This is steel. Aluminum. Stainless steel. Pop cans. Pop cans. Whatever this is, it's a cool control. It's a chiller. You can chill things with this. I don't think I have the cord. I take it back, I do have the cord. I might like that. I might like that. We'll see if that works. It's a chiller. I like things that are chill too. But for the most part, I'm high energy, as you all can tell. Ooh. Set that to the side. Keep the ball rolling. Keep the ball rolling, right? Because I got a lot more to go. Stop and take your time and think too much. I'll never get done. I'll never get rid of this pile. And I can only explain that so much through editing. This is all going to get counted as com wire right here. Mostly. Gold connector ends. That could be the end of that cooler too. Okay. Now when I say short pieces of machine wire and I'm pointing toward this basket, what I'm referring to by short pieces of machine wire is machine wires that are not worthy of me to strip. They could possibly be tin coated and or might have a connector end or two on there, and it's a type of wire that is not worth running through a granulator because it'll contaminate the 100% clean machine wire that I have in this bucket right here. That's why I segregate the two, and that's why I sell that stuff as is, because there's too many problems involved with it. So I cut the problems out of it and I'm selling it as is, keeping the stuff that is nice and clean for the machine. Okay. That's why I have two different types of machine wires. They're two different grades. To me, not my scrapyard, to me. This is a com wire. Oh, what the? Transformer. Chunks of steel. Chunks of steel. Garbage. Number 1 copper. Chunk of steel. Machine wire. It'll be clean after I take that electrical tape off of there. That stuff's got to get off of there. Granulators don't like that stuff. Transformer. Wires. That's a chunk of steel. Same with that. Garbage. A fork. Garbage. Transformer. Can. Brass. Brass. Oh! Wrong bucket. See, I caught it. Boom. Light wire. Light wire. This right here is steel and copper. You can usually punch these out. I usually put them like right here and give them a good smack. Sometimes they don't come loose. Gotta smack them really hard. This one's gonna go. Boom. That's a chunk of brass right there. That's steel. More. I think we're almost halfway done. We'll see. This is BX wire. BX wire. Romex wire. See how I just threw those categories? That's in their respective spots to go to sale. For sale. It's done. That's where the efficiency comes in. I don't handle it much. I handle it just enough to get it where it needs to go. And that's it. That's my key. Some say you might be leaving money on the table. It depends on how you value your time. Time equals value. Okay? Okay. My choice to quickly sort this stuff out and go get more is my choice. That's what I would recommend. Get your sorting done quick. Clean it up. Clean it up. Beautiful chunk of brass. 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 Copper. Clean. Number 2. Brass. That's plastic all the way, man. I'd be surprised if that was brass. Oh! Everything is 100% plastic, all but this piece right here. I was hoping I could just frickin' snap it off of there. Yeah! Brass. Plastic. Garbage. Light wires. There is a chunky poo right there. We can try to acquire that. That doesn't look all that bad. Looks can be deceiving, for sure. Copper. It's dirty. A little plastic on the end of that. Yeah, that's brass. That can get cleaned up later. Brass. Brass. Number 1 copper. Romex. Romex wire. Brass. little bit of wires in there. Aluminum wire. Chunk of steel right there. Light wire. Light wire. Brass. Brass. But I'm showing you guys important information right now on how to keep up with an everlasting flow of scrap metal and not have it overwhelm you, you know, because I have constantly struggled with that ever since I started scrap metal, and I've been constantly trying to find a way around that problem. Brass, steel, and this is what happened. This is how I sort it, and this is the best way that I found to deal with this situation. I think this is just a chunk of steel. It is. Get out of there. Number 1 copper. I tell you what, you build your workstation to where you don't have to leave your workstation to sort all materials that you deal with is the most efficient thing possible that I've ever done. Romex. And the way I sort it too. Oh. Brass. Machine wire piece. There's a nice clean piece of machine wire. Right there. Number 1. See, technically this setup here was built to be stationary or mobile. This bench that I'm working on is an actual loading ramp for my concrete buggy and my tools and this, that, and the other thing. And I want to say next winter we're gonna pack up and we're gonna go do this across the country. You know, didn't work out last year, that's for sure. The audience and the subscribers, it all has to be right. I have to have a decent income coming from YouTube to be able to make a trip like that possible. That's why it's so important that I want you guys to like and subscribe, you know, is that it's going to help me in the long run. This is just tin shredding. You know, and if I can't get there, I can't get there. That's a really nice C-type of charger cord. I'm keeping that. We need to, you know, we need to come together like butt cheeks and be the, you know what. Like and subscribe. Now. Garbage. There ain't no cast aluminum on that little guy. Don't worry about that little guy. Because I'm not worried about that little guy. I'm worried about all that over there. Or I'm worried about all that stuff over there. Brass. Because technically tomorrow, I'll be putting a whole nother pile there. You know? But I've built this way of recycling so I'm able to have enough time to share this with you guys. That's one of the main reasons why I'm set up like this, for 100% efficiency. I mean, what do we got right here? What is this? Copper right there. Let's retrieve it. Needle nose pliers on that. Give it a little wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Loosen it up. Come over here and get that tape out of your way and grab as much of that as you can. Rip it out of there like that. Just a quick violent twist with the needle nose pliers and you can get that piece out easy, quick. That's tin shred now. Yep. Get more up here. Come on, come on. We gotta go. I'm so not kidding. We gotta move. We gotta move it. Hey, what's this doohickey? Got some aluminum right here. Bottom line, you don't have to be perfect when recycling. Just the fact that you were able to do it and save it from a landfill is the biggest factor if you're asking me. That's what I think. As long as it's getting recycled and it's getting to a recycle yard, one way or the other, you did your part. And be proud of that too. I'm proud of it. And I'm proud of all of you that agree with me. Truly. What's going on with this thing? We need to free this up somehow. Electric motor. I'm so serious about I gotta get this done, you know? Like, or else no good, you know what I mean? Ooh, it's stuck on that part right there. Grind that off. Oh, come on, come on. There. Romex. MLC. This is comm wire with little ends on it. You can be as efficient as you guys want to. Man, oh man, there's some stuff in there. Okay. Not anymore. Tin shred. Copper breakage. Okay, what do we got? Got some machine wires. Got this crap that's covered in electrical tape. I'll show you exactly what I do with that. I cut the good stuff off. Throw this in small machine wire pieces. Throw the good stuff in the machine wire bucket and move on. Okay, that's what I do. There's an A coil, and then that's tin shred. That's all getting loaded into the truck. This is aluminum. Tin shred. My golden ticket is to keep moving and get this stuff done. And then we'll load tin shred later. And garbage. Yep. Okay, that gets set to the side for processing. I'll take care of it later, obviously. It's the only way I'm getting caught up, you know? Number 2 copper. Ooh, there. Brass, copper, number 1 copper. Set that over there after cutting this. Garbage. Light wire. Oh my God. So if you don't care about leaving all the little prong ends on the board itself, zipping it off with a grinder just eliminated almost all of those plug ends off this wire. All but a couple, let's just say. That's efficient. Small pieces of machine wire, transformer. Here's another transformer right here. See if we can just whack that right off there. Transformer. Board. That was a bonus. The board fell right off. Tin shred. There's hardly nothing on that. Let's just tin shred. Get out of there. Copper and brass. Number 1. Brass. Ooh, that's not coming loose. Not how I expected. That's fine. Chop that. Pull that free. MLC. Got your wire. Cast aluminum, short piece machine wire. Tin shred. It's fine. Light wires. MLC. But you guys are probably starting to understand why I sort scrap like I sort it. It's not just me. I know the stuff's moving and getting sorted quite fast and quite efficient, you know. Breakage. Brass. Stainless steel. MLC machine wire. Tin shred. Pop can. Pop can. Pop can. Pop can. Pop can. Brass. Number 1 copper. Tin shred. Romex. Machine wires. Weird little speaker. That gets deleted. That's just garbage. Light wire. That's all number 2 copper. Steel. Brass. Number 1. Number 1. And Pudu. It's a little brass shoe, okay? It's brass. Or no. That's cast. Meant to say cast. Aluminum. Chunk of brass on the end there. Brass. Number 1. Aluminum wire. I mean MLC, okay. That's brass. Cast aluminum. Now we're starting to get somewhere. I'm about ready to throw those freaking microwaves up here and then do that next tub of wire in that trash can. Right on top of that snack zone sign right there. I mean, right underneath that snack zone sign over there. The only thing I really want to take is probably this transformer. I'm stopping up a nut washer to get that free. There's one inside of there. There. Transformer. Tin shred. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle it around. Grab as much of that copper as you can. Give it a twist. Like that. I like those because they are fast to do. The rest of that's tin shred to me. Alright. Cast aluminum. brass, breakage, trash. All right, let's go get more. Microwaves. 3 microwaves. See? Right here. Right here. Flip her over. 4 screws, pattern right there. Boom, boom. That's where a transformer is going to be. Take those screws out. Sometimes these little turds have security screws along the side. This one does. I think this one does. I mean, it sure as heck does. Because I don't want to find my security screw bits, this is my security screw bit right here. Open that up. And there's a transformer-ish. That is the stupidest looking little transformer I've ever seen in my lifetime. But that's what we had in there. Now, without wasting any more time on it, this is tin shred now. Oh, but forgot about that. There, now it's tin shred. Good stuff. Light wire. This is Romex wire. Weird Romex wire. Cast aluminum. Here's some of the bits that I thought might be carbide. We'll take a second look into these later on down the line. But for the sake of this video and the rest of the scrap I want to get done, let's keep moving. We got locks. Setting them to the side. This came out of that microwave just now. I have no idea. I've never seen a transformer like that ever. But there's some crap on there we can take off. Maybe. Drill. Okay. I reckon we could just call that a power supply or something, or ballast. Yeah. That's what we'll call it. Light wires. Oop. A microwave roller ring, that's trash. Pop can, chunk of steel, piece of brass. Breakage, small machine wire. Oh yeah. And away we go. Keep going. Another transformer on the bottom of this one. I mean, allegedly there's a transformer down here. This one's also got security screws. Just one on the back side. At least they made it less annoying. Totally up to you how far you want to go into recycling all the small stuff inside of these microwaves. I just got the transformer and tin shred it. And tin shred it. Right. That's just tin shred as well. First glance I thought it was aluminum. Transformer, find the 4 pattern screws. It's right here. Security screw right here. Ooh, there's another one. Opens up enough room to get that transformer out. See? Transformer. Chuck it. Let's go get more up on the bench. It's ready. Yeah, it looks like I might be making a mess right there. Well, it's all sorted and ready to go to the truck. Remember? Remember, that's the objective, right? Right. Keep going. Couple of phones and pop can. Try to get this up on the bench. I think it's all wire. Could be wrong. Alrighty, we're kicking butt now. Okay, setting this over here. Oh, we got a battery dead. That means that we are going to conclude today's bench scrapping. Thank you for tuning in. I hope maybe some of you guys learned a little bit from me about how I do things and why I do it like that way. And it's about efficiency. I'm valuing the time over the value of what's there, and figuring out if it's worth tearing it down enough and sell quickly, or tear it down all the way and then sell it. You know, these are options that all scrappers have the choice of making, and I approve that message right there. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tonight in the concrete jungle, because we have room now. Like and subscribe. Mason likes this. Oh. I mean, what dog doesn't like a classic beef and cheddar scenario, right? Oh. I love you, Mason boy. Look at how succulent that looks, Mason boy. Oh. He just loves the smell of classic roast beef and cheddar from Arby's. It's one of his favorites. Okay. And we'll see you in the concrete jungle tonight. Yeah. Good job, guys. I'm upgrading to the fastest internet possible. Turns out the fastest internet possible is cheaper than Starlink, and it's twice as fast. So that's what I'm going with. That's something I would do.
That's me, we're contractors, so
cool.
Yeah, everything's mine.
Hey, that's get her done, man. More power to it, dude.
That's it, do it.
With expensive,
shit like 20-something years.
With how pricey fuel is right now,
that's the way to go. Yeah. Everybody else is doing diesel trucks. They're nuts. I'll wait till it's $2 a gallon again.
Yeah, man, and you can barely even tell it went through here. It's buried right straight through here. That's awesome. Yeah, they're out here on a Sunday. They got the job done. They pulled up in a town and country minivan with a trailer and got the job done. That's my kind of people right there, man. I tell you what. Like, you don't need no work truck. The minivan works good for that purpose. Just enough capacity to cart around all your tools and a little trailer with your machine. I thought that was cool. Yeah. Okay.